Shum dum do 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 do. Shum dum do 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 do. Shum dum. Here come all the blacks up, moving up slowly. He got choo-choo eyeball in one. Holy roller, he got head down to his knees. Stop to be a joker and just do what he please. Shum dum da da ya, shum dum da da ya, shum dum da da ya. He went home, he got George and football, he got Marky ringers and shoes, Coca-Cola. He said, I know you and you know me. One thing I can tell you is you've got to be free. Come together. Come together. Over me.
I fucking love the circle line. And you know the two map? I really get it. The first two maps were these accurate to scale things. It was a mess. But the designer, Beck his name was, look him up. He created the singular, most not to scale, most inaccurate map in the world, but by far the most beautiful. Everything is straight and picking out colors that just feel right. The red central line through the middle, helping the eye distinguish between north and south. Then the black arrow of the northern line piercing through east and west. The district line should be green. It just should be a shitty brown for the Bakerloo. It just feels right. And I wish the rest of the world could be so easily redesigned so that it fit. And I think that's what it's all about, isn't it?
I always did believe in love. I felt like if you don't believe in love, you may as well not believe in nothing. Even love that ain't but halfway is still love, and that don't make it no less because it's only coming one way. If it be two ways, it'd still be the same amount of love. Like say, I loved you, but you didn't love me back. I can still say I'm all filled up with love for Vera. I go walking down the street, people can see that. They don't know what to call it, but they can see something's going on. They see a man that looked like he's satisfied with life, and that make him walk more better. Make him walk like he got $1 million in his pocket. And if I loved you and you loved me back, I don't see where my love for you can get any bigger than it already was unless I walk like I got $2 million. Sometimes people don't count it if you ain't loved back, but I count it all the same. Some women make up their beds so high, don't nobody know how to get to it. I know you ain't like that. You know how to make up your bed high and turn your lamp down low. That's why Floyd don't want to lose you. I think you ought to go see what you all can make of it.
Ah! Hi. I said, hi.
I heard you.
Well, why didn't you answer? Aren't you cold?
What are you doing?
Practicing.
For what?
For in case the murderer comes along.
What murderer?
You haven't heard about the murderer?
If I had, I wouldn't be asking you, would I?
The one who killed those guys. Killed them like pigs. They say he killed them like pigs. Hung them up and watched the blood drain. I'm not lying, like pigs.
And that means, are you scared?
No, but a murderer, that's like... It's good if you can defend yourself.
Oh,
Do you live here?
yes?
Where?
Over there. We just moved in. Next door to you.
How do you know where I live?
I've seen you in the window before. When I've been down here. Before. I can't be friends with you.
What?
Sorry, I'm just telling you how it is.
What makes you think I'd want to be friends with you? You must be pretty stupid.
Sorry, but that's how it is. What?
Is that strange smell coming from you?
What strange smell?
The smell of my dog, Bruno, when his coat was wet before he died. Is it coming from you?
guess I've forgotten how to be.
Okay. I should go in now.
Why?
Because I promised my mum.
And is that important?
If I want her to let me out again, it is, yeah.
Why do you need a permission?
Why do you care? We're not going to be friends. Night.
Night.
Okay.
Hello? Oh my God.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'm just going.
I must have just wandered into the wrong house by mistake. So terribly sorry. I have pepper spray.
I won't hurt you.
I'll just get my things here.
I'm leaving right now.
What are you saying?
It's okay. You don't have to call the police.
I'm sorry, what's the deal? Do you live here?
No. Do you?
Yes. I mean, not exactly, but my friend. It belongs to my friend.
What's his name?
Joe Parker. What?
You got that from looking at the post.
True, Joe is my boyfriend.
Joe is 18.
What are you doing here?
I just need a place to lay my head. I won't bother you. You won't need your pepper spray.
It's really just breath spray. Fresh breath is important in my line of work.
Oh, what do you do?
Sales. You? He's only been gone a few days, right?
More like a week.
Sense. Who wants to wait around for the police?
Do I smell bad?
No, not really. I can't really tell.
I haven't been showering.
Is the water shut off already?
No, sometimes I just forget.
Where are you sleeping?
Upstairs. So you can have the downstairs if you like. The living room carpet's pretty soft.
How long do you think?
Eventually, the bank will put it up for auction, but at this point, it might not be worth the trouble. Think it over. I'm going upstairs.
What's your name?
Gary.
Hi, Gary. I'm Crystal.
You're beautiful, Anne. Well, sometimes I look at you and you're so beautiful, it makes me want to cry. And sometimes I look at you and you're so beautiful, it makes me want to laugh and jump up and down and run through the street with no clothes on, yelling, Patang Yang Kipabang. You're so beautiful. Even if it doesn't make me cry, it makes my chest cry. Do you have violin lessons? On the violin? Well, on the violin, there's this E string, and it's the highest pitched, and it's strung very tight and taut, and, well, it makes this kind of high, sweet scream. Well, sometimes I want you so much. That's what I'm like. I always wanted to tell you you were lovely. Personally, I think it's dead weedy when a boy says a girl's sweet, but you are. And I don't suppose I'll ever kiss you now or in my whole life, or take you to the pictures, or marry you, but I'll never forget you and the way you've made me feel. Even when I'm 51 or something.
But did you enjoy it? Really? I thought you might get a bit bored. It's an old film and a lot of people
It was
just...
brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah? Honestly, you're not just...
Honestly.
Good. It's an old film, but you can get it on video, but it's much better on a big screen.
Oh, that bit where she goes looking for Cat.
No, yeah.
And she was so beautiful.
Yeah, she really was. I'm glad you liked it. I hoped you would.
I loved it.
We should dance.
With no music.
Easy. Come here.
Oh! Oh!
Steady on. Now, think of a good tune to dance to.
I can't think.
Anything then.
Oh, the song in the film.
Moon River. Right. Good. Now remember it. Play it in your head. Go on.
All right.
Is it playing?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I like that song.
You played it very well.
I've never danced like this before.
Me neither. Your hands are cold.
Yeah.
I've wanted to kiss you for so long. I wondered what it'd be like. Thought I might never get the chance.
Why?
I noticed you were just different.
Different.
Special. I thought you seemed special.
I'm not special.
You are.
You think?
Yeah. That's what I liked about you. Like. That's what I like.
Don't know what to say.
Say you'll stay. With me. Tonight.
I think that'd be nice.
Hello? 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 Hope and Trust. Hello? Hello, Hope and Trust. God? I beg your pardon?
Who's this?
Can I help you?
Is this God?
Can I help you, sir?
I found this number.
Found?
On the ground outside my house.
You picked it up?
Yeah.
Off the ground?
Yes.
Number?
A card with a number on.
Do you often pick things up from the ground?
Not really.
The ground's a filthy place.
Yes.
There's dirt all over the ground, germs. You should be more careful picking things up from the ground.
But I don't
You
often...
shouldn't at all.
No.
Were you wearing gloves?
No.
You touched it with your fingers.
Yeah.
You shouldn't touch things that have been on the floor with your fingers.
No.
Can I ask, are you a nosy man?
No.
Do you have a big nose? Mr. Big Nose, you like sticking your big nose in other people's business?
No.
But you like to pry.
Not really.
Then what?
Wait, what do you mean what?
I mean, why? Why are you picking numbers up off the ground, calling them, asking questions? I don't understand. Is there something wrong?
No.
Are you a pervert? Are you a paedophile? Are you depressed? Do you need Childline or Samaritans or a stranger to talk to? It's very presumptuous of you to call here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How sorry?
Very sorry.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'll hang up.
You found this number
Yes.
on the ground.
Yes.
Scrap of paper.
No, a business card.
Square.
Rectangular.
Black font.
Yes.
And a picture.
Yes.
Describe the picture.
Right. Well, there's a cloud, and well, it looks like a cloud. It might not be. I think it's a cloud, and there's a ladder going up into the cloud.
Anyone on the ladder?
A little boy is climbing it, and there's a man sat on top of the ladder on the cloud. A man waiting for the boy.
Who is that man?
What?
Who is that man?
Well, it's supposed to be God, isn't it?
Is it?
Looks like God.
Could it be Father Christmas, Santa Claus?
I suppose.
Ho, 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 jolly old
I
Saint
suppose
Nick.
it's just from what it says.
Yes.
It's implied that it's God.
I'm really keen on this girl, Emmy Matthews, but I don't know if she's keen on me.
Ask her.
Well, it's not that easy.
I've just discovered that if you ask a boy to go to bed with you, he will. Maybe it's the same with girls.
Is that what you do?
Yes.
She's second year. Geography student, red hair, looks like a pixie.
Does she sit on the lesbian table?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen her, I know exactly who you mean. It's funny being so close to you, Di. I can see your freckles.
And I can see your moustache.
What the hell is all this?
Hey up, Dad's back.
What the hell is all this junk?
Oh, hey up, Dad's back and he's not right happy.
What's all that in the hall?
Oh, Charlie's friend dropped it off of the chair. He thought it might be useful.
Ridiculous, the pair of you. I want you to phone Charlie and get him to get his mate to drive back here and pick up some junk we never agreed to.
I'll phone him after dinner.
No, phone him now, Rose, or I will.
I'm not going to let you phone him, am I? Because you've come back from the library in a foul mood. You'll be all bolshy with him and do it meanly. And it hurts his feelings, whereas I'll do it sweetly, and sweetly works.
Oh, you have come back from the library quite militant.
I've just completed an extremely good piece of work and I'm feeling uncompromising.
It's hard for her. She's stuck in the middle with Charlie.
He bosses her about and she needs to tell him no, otherwise she'll never get him off her back.
I think you're hard on her.
There's this incredible woman social historian I've been reading, Nancy May Fleischman. I'm going to write to her. She thinks about things the way I think about things.
Does she have a very bad temper?
Di says I'm hard on you.
When a person cares, they come at you hard or they come at you soft. They never come at you just normal.
Normally. Is that a saying?
No, but it should be because it's just so obvious. What's interesting is that you're keen on a second-year geography pixie called Abby Matthews.
Ooh.
Why don't you just ask her out?
Because it's complicated. Right, do you know who Kath is?
No.
Right, she's a third year. She's very powerful.
Is she the one with the short brown hair?
One of the ones, yeah.
Is she the one with the small, currenty eyes, quite far apart? Looks like a gingerbread man.
Possibly.
possibly. Anyway, she sort of owns Abby Matthews.
What, goes out with her?
No, she goes out with another woman, but she likes Abby Matthews being around. So Abby Matthews is sort of guarded by Kath. So how do I avoid incurring the wrath of Kath?
You need to offer an alternative to Kath. So what you do is you prowl into the canteen fresh from sports, in your shorts, a bit sweaty, a bit grimy, strong, fit, independent, the mud-smeared warrior.
The mud-smeared warrior.
Abby Matthews will come in her pants.
Go over to the lesbian table, ask her out.
Ask her if she'd like to sleep with you. I've been on a spree, 8 boys in 3 weeks.
God almighty.
Bloody hell, Rose, be careful.
I am. Everything's under control.
So, if you could be anywhere now, where would you be? What would you do?
Anywhere at all?
At all.
Bloody hell, you ask him.
Your dream place?
I need a sec to think.
Well,
Right. Greek island. One of those really tiny ones no one goes to, like you see in the holiday programme. Sunset. Little taverna on the beach. Long, empty stretch of shore. Little breeze. Clear water lapping gently away. And nothing to do tomorrow. Or forever.
by yourself?
Yeah. What about you?
Don't ask me that.
I told you.
Yeah.
If you could be anywhere
Well,
now,
laugh.
where would you be?
Be here.
What? This shithole?
I wasn't talking about the place.
So warm tonight.
Yeah.
I like this time. Tell me something then.
Eh?
Anything.
Oh, like what?
I don't know, something you wouldn't normally tell me now.
I had cancer.
What?
You ask.
When?
2 years ago.
And you survived?
Oh, Miss Marple strikes again. How does she do it?
No! I mean, you're okay.
Touch wood.
Bloody hell, what was it like?
Like I was looking in on someone else's life.
What sort was it?
Was it real man's cancer?
How do you mean?
You know. You know.
I don't know.
I dropped a bollock. What light on the left these days?
I'm sorry.
You know, you're blowing it now.
I couldn't help it.
They asked you if you want a replacement, but apparently it floats in the bath. I thought, sod that for a game of soccer.
Has it made a difference to...
No, I'm still a blinding fuck, don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe in yours.
Keep wishing.
Crows! For weeks before this, I'd been photographing crows. I seemed to see them wherever I went. When I took the shot, I was looking at the crows, not the men. Look, you can see the bowl of the valley and the sky because I used a 28mm lens. I changed it once I saw the composition of the shot. Throughout this, I knew in the back of my mind that a man was about to be killed. I slowed the shutter speed right down, 1/8 maybe. That's why the blur, that's why you see the motion of the gun. And of the crows! Why it became art! It was the motion of the crows against the clouds that made me realise I'd heard a gunshot. It was a landscape I was shooting, not a murder.
Get your fucking hand off me!
You just can't stay out of it, can you? You won't have enough left for Iraq if you carry on.
Bring it on. I've got plenty of fight.
See you then.
You can stay if you want.
I ain't getting off with you.
To talk.
Talk.
Yeah. So?
So what?
So talk.
About what? I just want to rave.
And me as well.
Why aren't you then?
Some black geezer's in there. Has a big mouth. Everyone thinks they have an opinion.
On the wall.
He calls me a thug in uniform. I'm not having
You
that.
could have ignored him.
I smacked him good. With a glass stick.
Lucky.
Lucky?
You could have got arrested. No army for you.
What are you saying?
You are lucky. That is what I'm saying. Can I go in now?
Yeah. Be like the rest of them.
Like what?
You don't give a toss about what we're doing.
I got Smirnoff Ice waiting.
Just telling you.
Right. So you're not scared?
No?
It's
despite what they all say.
Look, if you're going to start, piss off.
Starting already if you keep that off.
Hannah the slapper.
Bye.
Wait.
For what? More cussing?
No.
Good, because I'll cuss you right under the table, mate. See ya.
No, wait.
Are you even going to try and make a move on me?
I can't.
You gay?
Fuck off. I see you out every weekend. Yates's a couple of weeks back trying to get to the bar, and all the lads were staring. You weren't having any of it. They got out of your way. It's like you were part in the Red Sea and no one could touch you. You got to the front. They were playing Kylie. I couldn't take my eyes off.
Perv.
Will you see me?
I'm seeing you now, you do.
Before I go.
This chap started talking to me. You know, sometimes you do. He had a 6-pack of beer with him and he just kind of slammed them down and he said, "Oh, hello. Where are you off to?" "Berlin." I'm going to Berlin too. Terrific. Are you getting the next train?" "Yeah." So we got on the next train together. He's Dutch and his name's Erdy and he was a postman. And we must have been drinking beers because I don't remember particularly how, but it ended up being dark and him lying on top of me. I remember lying down with this Dutch postman on top of me thinking, I didn't think I was going to fall in love with the Dutch postman. However, when someone snaps out at you, what can you say? It's always a pleasure. Happy to be fancied. And so, Erdy's lying on top of me and he's vaguely sort of trying to kiss me and I'm vaguely being kissed and oh boy, it's terrible. You know, I'm lying there half drunk thinking, well, I haven't hugely explored my sexuality, but it could be possible that I'm gay. I'm a gay.
I am a teenage caterpillar. Soon I'll spin a cocoon, and from the silk-like craft that I create, a magnificent creature will emerge. No, not a butterfly, for butterflies are a dime a dozen. I will become a platypus. If I stay in my cocoon longer, I'll change from a butterfly to a platypus. It's all just a matter of time, and time I have. I will wait to become a platypus. I will be an extraordinary creature.
Are you a teacher?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You sure? Because you look like one of the scruffy ones. All you need is the beard.
Okay.
Yeah.
What subject?
What?
I don't teach, but if I did, what would I teach?
Economics.
Close.
Math.
No.
History.
Yeah, but that was what my degree was in anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you doing here?
What?
Because if you're not a teacher, then you're just a man in a playground looking at children.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Stevens was... Well, we were just gonna have a quick chat in his office, but then some kid with a funny little froggy face decided to get punched in the head, so I'm waiting here while he sorts it out.
So what, you're just watching the world go by?
Yeah.
I saw you from the quad.
Did you?
You were also watching all the girls go by. I saw you.
I wasn't. I was just waiting. So, are you a teaching assistant then, or...
No.
You're a student?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm terrible with ages. I can't...
It's all right. Compliment. Yeah. So why are you here then?
Sorry, am I being interrogated?
Only if you've done something wrong.
I'm just here to help out, if Mr. Stevens needs any. I've just come because I have spare time. Okay, you're actually making me feel like I've done something wrong.
Have you, though?
What?
Done something.
Not today, at least, no.
Are you sure you're not a pedo?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, it's been lovely to meet you, and I don't mean to be rude or anything.
Then don't be.
But Mr. Stevens told me to wait there, and he's going to be back in a minute.
So?
Well?
What's your name?
What?
What is your name?
John.
John. I'm Mary.
Okay.
But his letter said 11 o'clock. Must have been a typo. Probably meant to say 7 or 9 or possibly 12. My advice is that you go away and come back again. Tomorrow? Your appointment's today, and he's go away and come back today. As soon as possible. Should we see how that feels? All right. Come on, then.
Go. Are you ready to meet Mr. Vladimir?
I was ready before.
Oh, come back in again now. You're late. Our meeting was for 11 sharp.
But I meant to be meeting with Mr. Vladimir?
Vladimir! The stress is on the second syllable of my name.
I'm sorry,
The stress is on the second syllable.
didn't have a...
The stress!
I thought Mr. Vladimir had a meeting now.
Now, tell me, why is it that you and your pals gather like clucking hens every 2 weeks to discuss what's coming?
Revolution? Is that what's coming?
Yes! Revolution! But they're not scared, Adolf. I pay you every week, and they're not scared. So, what are you going to do?
I don't understand.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9?
Because 7, 8, 9. 10. 11. You see?
Numbers.
Exactly. Now, what if we could stop the sequence? What if we could stop one moment leading to another?
But you can't stop time.
No, but you could bomb it.
Time doesn't actually start at a place. I mean, they measure it from the first meridian.
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
You can't bomb an imaginary line.
Is the observatory in Greenwich imaginary?
And when I poked my head out of my cocoon, I realized I had stayed inside for too long. I had gone unwittingly from a platypus to a human. Now I would learn to speak and learn to think and ask questions and make friends and lose friends and maybe fall in love one day and maybe see that love go away and maybe climb a mountain, but I never wanted to do any of these things. I never wanted to feel this much. Now I'm trapped in this body that will always know regret. A girl who should have been a butterfly but would still always want to be a platypus.
Jesus!
Where were you?
Things to do.
I was waiting for you all day.
What did you let him in for?
He couldn't go away. He was hammering the door down. And he started going on about how much he missed me and how sorry he was. Then he got frisky.
Frisky?
He started threatening me.
So you let him in?
Yeah.
After he started threatening you?
Yeah, I was scared.
What were you thinking?
He had a knife. I panicked.
What sort of knife?
A little one with a pearl handle.
Okay, so he attacked you with the knife.
He was about to.
Did he or didn't he?
He really lost his temper. He had that look about him. He had that look in his eye. He was about to snap.
Okay, has he done anything like this before?
No, it was a complete surprise. You don't believe me, do you? You think I'm just being neurotic. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt him.
You hit him in the head!
I was trying to stun him.
What did I tell you about that, Lucy? You weren't listening, were you? I told you precisely what to do. If there's a problem, I went through the whole procedure. But no, you had a better idea. I leave you alone for 5 minutes.
Oh, don't go on about it. What are you doing?
Phoning the police.
Oh, they won't believe me.
This isn't a game.
And it was your idea anyway. You told me to do it. I wouldn't do a thing like that in a million years. We could say you did it because you were depressed.
Well, what are we gonna do with him?
We could throw him in the river.
No.
We could bury him on Balham Common. It's a bit more appropriate and easier.
Oh, just shut up, just shut up.
Oh, it's all winos and hookers. Nobody will find him.
We're not doing it.
Why not?
That's wrong. And we could get caught. And then I'll go to prison because it's my bar and my baseball bat and I'm the oldest. How far to Balham Common?
10 minutes in the car. Oh, God.
Oh, what's the matter? You had a start on us.
I got the stitch.
Boy, and I have.
Slow coach.
I was guarding the back of us.
Anybody got him a match, eh?
I am.
No, nor me. Worse luck. Ray,
Katie. Donald Duck do sometimes get hold of the box. We ought to go look for him. Well, him will give us a match if we let him play with us.
We can have us a good old fire, set some alight.
We could make a spark out of some, eh?
Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
Oh, that's right, you can, mind. You rub two stones together.
That never worked for I.
No, nor nobody. Though this talking a lot of squit-willing as per usual.
No, that's right, you can, mind. Rub two stones together. What do you think they did before they had matches, cocky dick?
You mind I don't rub thy two ears together?
I thought it was two sticks you had to rub. Yeah, it's two sticks.
There ain't nothing to touch a match.
Hard kick big bloody pram, squeak, squeak.
We don't want them to us.
Well, Angela's all right.
Pretty is her, Willie.
I mean, her's all right for a girl.
Have you ever kissed her?
Get away.
I have mine.
What's thou want to do that for?
Tasted like strawberry jam.
Bet thou hasn't kissed Audrey, though.
No, and I'll bet nobody never have.
No, and nobody ever will.
Hush up, mind. They be coming, her'll hear ya. Frightened of her, are you, Raymond?
Mind, her can't ask pull your hair.
Hello, Peter. Happy sweetheart. I've been telling Angela about you and me.
Pull your bloody hair out. I'll pull it all out.
See? Wipe me nose, Peter.
Shut your chops.
Where be you two off, then?
Our cabin.
What cabin?
We got a cabin in the trees.
Honest?
Him ain't finished yet, though.
What do you want a cabin for?
Them for girls, cabins, then.
To play house in.
That's a sissy game, that is.
Mummies and bloody buggering daddies.
Oh, wash your mouth, that was so...
And I'll pull thick bear ribbon out your hair.
Smacking one off.
We don't want you girls along of us.
Don't you want to see our cabin?
We don't want to play house, do us?
No, we don't.
You could help us build it.
How far have you got?
We haven't really started, not yet.
It's a good idea, though, isn't
Not
it?
to play house in. We want something better than that, Angela.
Like a fort with guns and that.
Deal.
It can be a fort when it's not a house.
For us soldiers, I mean, in case the Germans land. I'd be a marine.
You can't be a marine, Raymond.
Why not? I can if I'd want.
They won't let you be a marine if you do stutter.
That's the truth, Ray. Him's telling the truth.
I can stand on my head, though.
That's right, man, you can.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
How am I match?
Go on, Ray, show him.
Till we do count up to 10.
That's easy.
10,000, I mean.
Oh, that ain't fair.
Got to be fair.
Up to 100, then.
Well, what'll you give him if him does? Seeing as you said him couldn't.
Give him a penny.
Will you, Peter?
I can't go chucking my money about like that.
That's because you ain't got it. It's all talk.
But what'll him give I if he don't ask out? What about that, then, eh?
You can borrow my knife.
Yeah? For how long?
What'll you give I?
If you can do it, Raymond.
Up to 100.
Stay out of it, you.
Up to 100, that's what you said.
All right. Up to 100.
What'll you give?
If you can do it, Raymond, I'll give Dan my ball of string. How about it?
For keeps.
For a day. I get your knife till tomorrow going in time if you can do it, and you get my ball of string if you can. How's that? Is that a deal?
Fair enough.
Shake hands on it, then.
What?
Well, you got to shake hands on a bet. That's a rule, that is.
Oh, aye.
Starting when I go. Ready, steady, go.
Get on with it.
Right, Raymond. Ready, steady, go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not so
5,
fast,
6,
not so
7, 8,
fast. 7,
10,
8, 9,
13,
10, 11,
16, 17,
12,
18, 20,
21,
22,
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Blood coming out of Raymond's ear.
What? Well, where? Your knife, you gotta give me your knife.
Here, let's see.
I thought it was. Honest, it looked like it. Honest.
There ain't nothing there. You sure, John? Nothing. Bloody nothing, not a drop.
Come on, hand over.
That's not fair, Peter.
Him didn't do it, did he? We had the deal, the knife's all mine, right?
You bloody cheat.
What?
You bloody buggering cheat. I saw you whispering.
No,
I thought it was. Honest. Cross me heart, honest.
Well, it don't count. But we'll start again. It don't count all, Peter, so forget it, see?
Yes, it do.
Don't.
Do.
Don't. Shut your chops! Shut down!
No, shut them for you, big mouth.
And you might have to shut yours, big head!
Yeah?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah?
Oh, give him one, Peter! Knock him down!
Don't let him, John. Hit him back.
Cheat! That's it! Say it once more, I'll knock your teeth down your throat. Say it once more, that's all! Cheat!
There are 1 billion different variations of the human face. 1 billion. It's a number, a real number, finite and countable. So with over 7 billion people on the planet, there are 6 people out there who look exactly like you. And the amount of land we have to share is shrinking. The world is getting smaller. The odds on meeting a doppelganger of yourself or of someone you know are improving. There are fewer and fewer places to hide. And that is how I can square this circle. How I can explain your presence. Because I cannot believe you are my father. Because my father never comes to my door, never asks to see me, never says a word. So therefore, it is perfectly feasible in my mind to accept you are some salesman or Jehovah's Witness who just so happens to hold an uncanny resemblance to my dad.
When I first saw him again, it wasn't just his body what had changed. It was Geraint. All of him. So yeah, the army made him. But then they broke him too, didn't they? And who had to pick up the pieces then? Suddenly like I had 2 kids, Geraint as well as Tom, falling asleep on his meds middle of the day, not talking. Then the next minute having it all to say, howling, crying, pissing the bed. They both did that. Only Tom never hit me when I tried to hold him like Geraint did, or stared into my eyes soaked with sweat looking at something countries away. Tom didn't have the last year of his life flashing like a trailer across his mind all day, or a habit of letting fags burn to his knuckles, then blister his skin. Tom didn't have this look that said, I will never let you in.
So, consummation.
Yes, well, come on then.
Some other time, I think.
Lord Silence, they'll check the sheets in the morning.
What for?
To make sure we've sealed our fate. If the marriage isn't consummated, it's worthless. Oh, you poor little boy, let me...
Get into bed and shut your mouth! I'm not poor, I'm not little, and I'm not a boy. I'm a man.
Odin, help with your power. Make me a man. Please. Please.
Oh, it won't happen. It won't grow.
What are you talking about?
My thing.
For heaven's sake. Here.
Don't touch me.
Silence, I can grow it for you.
No, leave me, witch.
Don't be a baby. Now just let me just... Oh my God. You haven't got one. You're a girl.
What?
Mother of God, I married a girl.
I'm a boy. Lord of Cumbria.
Silence. You have breasts.
No.
How have you lived your whole life not knowing what you are?
I'm a boy. They said I was a boy.
Why would they do that?
Don't let me be female, please, God. Women have shrunken souls.
Do you see what your mother's done, Lady Silence? You're a lord. As a woman, you'd have lost everything. As a man, you have it all.
What will I do?
You've deceived the king. Do you know what he'll do when he finds out?
Why didn't Sir tell me? And my mother, why did they lie?
The king sends you a dressed swan, 2 silver candlesticks, half a dozen candles, a plate of sweetmeats, a jug of sweet sherry, and a cushion, with a motto on it. What's wrong, little witch?
Nothing.
And don't ever call me that.
Little witch,
no,
I always...
Kinship doesn't mean you can call people names. I've always asked you not to. What sort of friend doesn't listen?
I'm sorry.
I hate
I'm
it.
sorry.
You do know what they do to witches.
I wasn't being
They
serious.
burn them. It isn't funny.
No, I realise.
I suppose you think I hear voices. Oh, or maybe there is a mark on me somewhere, a devilish
It
sign.
was a joke. I know you wouldn't hurt anyone.
Catherine, I hurt her.
You do believe me, Anne.
She'd accuse me of witchcraft if she could. I stole him from her.
He loves you.
He's dancing with her, smiling, kissing her hand. If I was a witch, I'd be married, wouldn't I? I didn't say that.
I didn't hear you.
Is this love? And what if nothing ever changes me?
Look at what he sent you, for God's
I
sake.
keep thinking of death.
Well, I love your brother. You know they say men that love each other have entered a pact with the devil. I know that's not true.
I thought you loved me.
I do. I meant George and I. We are lovers.
What do you mean?
We are lovers.
George. George, my brother, George.
You're shocked.
I don't know what I am. Why tell
We
me?
make each other happy, Anne. What's wrong with that?
I don't know. The Bible says...
We should love one another.
I am a deep sleeper, which is lucky because my neighbours are loud. Loud arguments, loud parties, loud sex. But last night I didn't sleep until late, later than usual. I once put a note on the door saying that if they were going to be so noisy, perhaps they could invite me over instead of leaving me feeling so disturbed. But this must have been misunderstood. Perhaps they thought I meant invite me over for the sex, not the parties. It took me 3 arches and lemonades to write that note, and I find that kind of human interaction difficult. I want to be good with people. I really do. I'm just not sure how. I would like to woo a girl. I would. I would like a partner, girlfriend.
The United States of America is not an island.
It's a piece of land surrounded by water in it. What's that if not an island?
A continent?
Okay, big island. Has it stopped?
Pardon me?
The lift.
The what?
The bloody elevator. What's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong with the bloody elevator. Manhattan is an island.
Right, there you are then.
What's your point?
My point is, the only thing we have in common is the fact that we both live on an island and we both speak the same language. Apart from that, you might as well be green and scaly.
No, we do not speak the same language. I speak English. You speak a minority dialect.
Shut up. What floor are we on?
82, 83.
Keep talking.
You like Hershey bars?
No, I do not like Hershey
I
bars.
thought all English people liked Hershey
Is
bars.
that the best you can do?
You said keep talking.
Where are you going?
You stop.
Are we at the top?
No.
Don't touch me.
I have no intention of touching you.
Just hold my hand, will you?
Without touching you.
Oh, Jesus, no.
You should have told me you had vertigo before we started out.
I forgot.
It was you that said you wanted to go up the Empire State Building.
No, I didn't. I said I could be up the Empire State Building if I wasn't talking to you. It was a figure of speech.
See, there you go. We do not speak the same language.
Oh, my God.
Look down.
Oh, my God.
Look up.
Is it moving? It's
The
moving.
Empire State Building's not moving.
It is.
You should do therapy.
No, I just shouldn't go up tall buildings.
What the hell is the point of being in New
You
York?
tell me.
You don't like New York.
No, I do not like New York.
Okay.
I hate New York.
You can't even see New York. You have your eyes shut.
I can feel it and it's wobbling. Please, Jay, I can't.
You're confusing me with someone who gives a fuck.
I love New York. It's just the buildings.
I went through this wall. I heard whispering early this morning. They were calling me. I had this incredible feeling inside me, a hollow feeling of longing. Incredible longing, waiting to be filled. People called to me from behind the wallpaper. I went to the wall and pressed through it. Like feathers! in hospital having treatment. It was like dreams. This is not like dreams. I'm awake when it happens and they tell me to come here, so this is real. The things I feel when I'm in there are better than any other feelings I've ever had. What were we talking about?
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, wow. We can forget this ever happened, okay? I feel like I molested you or something.
You didn't molest me.
Yeah, but you weren't giving me the vibe, and I went for it anyway. So, like...
Today is the 1-year anniversary of the day I tried to kill myself.
Really?
It was a weird day.
Huh. I've been like super sad before, but I've never wanted to commit suicide. I just like don't get it.
You know what I don't get?
What?
Bulimia.
Oh my god, I know, right?
Puking is like the worst feeling in the world. It's like being in hell.
I know, like, why would you like voluntarily, like, if you're gonna have an eating disorder, just be anorexic. This is an awesome conversation.
I almost quit my second day working here.
Why?
I couldn't get out of bed. The first day was just like really awkward. And then I woke up the next day and just like freaked out. I was like, I can't have a job. I'm way too depressed. And I didn't get out of bed.
Why are you depressed?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because the answer to every terrible situation always seems to be like, be yourself. Yeah, but I have no idea what that fucking means. I'm always faking it. It looks to me like everyone else is doing it too. You know, like everyone's caught up on some like stereotype of who they think they be.
Do you think I'm a stereotype?
Of
like whatever, of like what I am.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Wait. When you were just going off about how everyone's so fake, were you faking it then?
I mean, yes and no. It's hard to tell, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you... sorry. Are you still...
What?
I don't want to disturb your prayers.
Oh, no, I'm finished. I was waiting on you.
Good. No, I'm finished. So now we're married?
Yes.
We'll have the wedding blessed again in Scotland and then we can have our wedding night.
Yes.
I think we can get up now.
Sorry?
I'm sure even the bishop will think we've prayed enough.
Oh, of course. I like your face.
Do you?
Yes. It's a nice face. It's much nicer than your portrait.
I couldn't believe it when I saw you. I couldn't believe it.
No?
It's you.
It is me.
No, I mean, you're the woman I saw in my dream, out my window, in my poem.
Oh, it's a lovely poem.
You've read it.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, I mean, I read, of course. The box you sent it in is beautiful. It's really beautiful.
You should read the poem.
I've disappointed you.
No, you haven't. It's just read the poem. You'll understand.
I don't think I will disappoint you, my lord. I promise you. We will do well together if it's in my power. We will do very well. I know how to be an excellent queen, you'll see. Do you have a mistress at the moment?
No.
Because I'll make sure I never embarrass you.
There's only you.
That's so kind.
There can't be anyone but you.
You're so kind. What a lovely thing to say. I'm sure we'll get on.
Is there anything you wanted to ask me?
Meg, my woman, says you don't even have apple trees in Scotland.
No, we have apples. Small ones maybe, but of course we'll take a beautiful English apple tree.
I can watch the birds in that.
You see, I love that too.
Well, that'll be something we can do together. I think we're supposed to...
Of course.
You have to lead me to the coach.
Aye, of course. Just... sorry. To Scotland, then.
To Scotland.
What the bloody hell's this about Beverly?
I went to a farm sale.
You lied to me, Albert Harrison.
I went to Beverly to a farm sale to pick up a cake
We've
crusher.
already got a cake crusher.
It's on its last legs.
I found you a second-hand cake crusher only a minute down the road.
It's only Beverly. I haven't been to bloody London.
So did you get one then?
Aye, I got a couple.
2?
Why'd you buy 2?
It was a bargain. The second one.
Why didn't you just buy the second
I'd
one
already
then?
bought the first one.
Well, that's 3 bloody cake crushers we got now.
We've only got 25 at a couple. We barely need of 1 cake crusher.
You buy the cake crusher down the road, we'll have 4.
Oh, there's farm sales every week. By the end of the month, we could have a dozen cake crushers.
Start a cake crusher museum.
We needed a cake crusher. I went to Beverly and got one. 2.
Don't get him mad, he's got a gun.
You're up to something.
You, leave us a minute.
No, if it's farm talk, I'm having some of it.
It's not farm talk, it's brothers. You're my wife, leave us be for a while.
Go on, love. Go and get your chickens a bollocking.
Aye, I will. Might get a bit of respect.
Done some wrong. Some evil. Don't tell Maudie, will you?
You been see a tart in bed?
No. I didn't go straight to the farm sale. I went up the hospital.
You are?
Aye. I went up the hospital. There was this side door open and I can see there's a Bane in there. I checked to see whether the Bane's a boy. He is. Pick him up and he don't cry or out. I walk out. Headed straight across the gardens with him and there's this nurse and she says, "Do you want me to take that Bane off your hands?" And I gives her the little bugger. And I run to the house and I'm away.
You picked a Bane up, walk 10 yards and give it to a nurse.
Fastest way of losing this land is having no one to work
That's
it.
beyond argument.
That's what the squire was talking about. You ain't got a son.
You still doing it?
I don't seem no point no more. She's been 5 years with me and she ain't been nowhere near carrying. I think the Lord has seen fit to punish me for my sinning.
Maudie might be barren.
I can feel the sin within me. The Lord gave me Maudie when by right she were young. We need a son. Do you understand what I'm asking?
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Aye.
don't you? You loved her once.
You won't have spoken to Maudie then?
No. Thought I'd leave that one to you.
What are you looking at?
You?
You're terrible, you.
Aye, you make me terrible. I like lambing time. Every year I like lambing more and more.
He might not be gone.
You like lambing.
It's my favourite time of the whole year. Everything we do is just about what's pumping round inside us.
Well, that's a cold way of looking at a person. Let's say you're right. Let's say we're attracted to each other. Because we are, you just admitted it and you can't go back now. And that's been kicked off by these...
The dopamine.
drugs or whatever. So what?
I can't work out if I understand something you don't, or you understand something I don't.
People meet each other and fall in love in all sorts of ways. Doesn't matter what starts it. I'm sure there's a rush of something chemical if you meet on a bus with a bomb on it. Doesn't mean that Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves aren't really in love.
What? Speed? You're giving me speed.
I couldn't think of a recent film, but what? You think a few years on, Sandra and Keanu are just sat in a restaurant going, "Why did I marry this loser? All we had in common was a bus."
Yeah, I do actually.
I like your laugh.
Do you know why?
It's sexy.
No, actually why? It's a show of submission.
What? In my fuck. You laugh when something's funny.
Laughing is a way of showing submission. So men like it when women laugh, the head thrown back, the throat exposed.
Come traveling with me.
Oh, come on. We don't know each other.
How do you know anyone?
When you've talked to them, when you trust them.
You trust me? I'm going to the fucking Taj Mahal. The most incredible testament to love ever built.
I really want to see it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right. Shall I ask the obvious question? I just want to know what's ruled out.
Well, it's not just my decision.
No, it's just like you always say it is.
My decision.
The woman's decision, and it is. It's your body and it's your decision, and if you say no, that's the bottom line. We know that's not on the table. Look, I know it sounds cold. I'm just trying to be logical.
Is it what you want?
Look, no, I
Well,
just...
then it's out.
All right, look. There's another question I have to ask you. And I don't want to ask it. I just have to. All right? Okay? Are you sure it's mine?
You can go and fuck yourself. Whose is it if it's not fucking yours? Why would I be talking to you about it if it's not fucking yours?
It's not an unreasonable
no,
question.
Fuck you. I'm not the only one who's done stuff.
I am not
you
saying
fucked
you
around
are.
just as much as me.
I know,
but
that's
I'm
not the
one
point
that
I'm
gets made to feel like a piece of shit.
I'm not trying to make you
So
feel like a
why'd you
piece
ask
of
me
shit.
something like that then?
Because I'm not...
It makes me feel like a piece of shit.
Look, I'm not saying I haven't
So
done it.
why'd
I
you
have...
ask me something like that?
Because you're pregnant!
Oh, well, excuse me for having a womb. I'm not so mad on it myself, but I'm fucking stuck with it.
Oh, this is insane. One of us is absolutely insane.
You!
Oh, yeah! Maybe! I don't know anymore. I really don't. Let's do the paper thing.
No!
Come on.
Why?
Well, because we're not getting anywhere like this, are we? It's too hectic. Let's do the paper thing. I'll get the stuff, all right? Where are the pens?
Under the phone. Under the phone. The pencil. No, it's all right.
No, it's fine. It's
Isn't
fine.
there another pen?
No, I don't
No,
mind
it's
the
all right.
pencil.
I'll have the pencil.
Right. Well, do you want to start? All right, I'll start.
I'm sick of this, Luce.
Yeah, and I'm sick of waiting.
Phone ringing every half hour.
What do you expect?
Thought I made myself clear. I'm not interested. A man makes a mistake, all right? Just one of them things. An accident, for fuck's sake. That's all it was, a stupid accident. Look, I've got the number of this clinic here. Up Never Edge. I'll pay for it. Use your savings and go do it in the morning if you like. I'll take the day off specially. I can't do it, Luce.
Darren.
I can't.
We're not murderers, for fuck's
Well,
sake!
you ain't exactly made it easy for me, have you?
You walked out on me, remember?
I know.
I know you know!
Shouldn't have even been here.
What, so none of it meant nothing, no?
Don't do this to me, Luce, please.
Have you told your dad yet?
Hey?
About us? Have you told him about us? Well!
I can't.
What?
I can't. He's going mad, Luce.
Oh, I haven't seen you in days! I thought you might have...
You don't know what he's like. If he knew, all of them, if they even knew I was here.
Baby, don't cry. Hey? Come on. We can't just stick it in the shit, can we? Eh? I mean, what'll he think? I mean, you do believe, don't you?
Hey?
He died for our sins, Darren, he did.
I know.
I tell you what, I'll come to church if you want. Proper little choir girl, me, eh? Should hear my Amazing Grace. Being known to shatter milk floats, that. Oh, see? That's better. See? It don't matter, really. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is it now.
I know.
Oh, you'll see.
I've got an audition for Doctor Who in half an hour. I'm like, it's not to play the Doctor, obviously, no. I'm up for the part of Empress Nargoose. I appear first in episode 3 and then again briefly in 5 where she transforms into a toxic puddle. It will be quite the challenge because the top half of my face will be covered
and the bottom half, as well as my entire body. So it will be quite demanding. Oh, I once had an audition for this comedy shirt. So this woman, she goes, "You'll be auditioning for the part of Dragon 2. And I'm like, right, okay, Dragon 2, great. So I get in there and I just go for it. I do a Welsh accent and everything. I've got me talons like this and I'm breathing fire and they're sort of enjoying it. And then I realised that it's actually a spoof of Dragon's Den. So, instead of entirely changing what I'm doing, I very slowly try and change my dragon impression into a Deborah Meaden impression. Didn't get it. But I showed off my versatility. So every cloud in that. I'm going to Oslo.
Kay. Please, Kay, this is not a good idea.
That'd be ridiculous.
You shouldn't be going to Norway, not at the moment.
I've got my ticket. I'm doing 2 interviews and visiting 3 schools. I'm signing 500 books.
I'm sure if you talk to the publisher, they'll let you come another time. You don't have to tell them everything. Just say you're sick.
You're just jealous because you can't come.
I know you're not going to like me saying this, Kay, but you're getting really excited.
Of course I'm getting excited.
You're getting too excited. I know the signs.
Stop it, John. This is a big thing for me. This is a really big thing. I mean, this is the biggest thing.
I know. I just don't... I want it to be a good memory.
You don't like me having a life of my own, do you? You don't like me earning my own money and supporting myself?
This is not you, Kay.
Stop patronizing me.
I am not patronizing you.
I need some space. Away from you. You don't like me having a part of my life that has nothing to do with you.
See, that is simply not true.
Not listening, John.
For Christ's sakes, Kay! Who's going to pick up the pieces? Who always picks up the pieces? I love you, but you make it fucking hard work sometimes.
I'll phone you from the hotel.
Let's talk about this. Let's think it over sensibly and logically.
Talking is all you ever do. Thinking it over sensibly and logically is all you ever do. But you know what? I find it really boring. I'm late.
No.
Go!
No, stop for 1 second and listen to yourself. Does this remind you of anything? We've been here before, and I don't think I have the energy to go through this again. Hey! You need to see the doctor. You need to change your meds. You need quiet and sleep, and books and walks and 3 meals a day. Then maybe we can stop this before it gets out of control.
I'm so looking forward to being in a place where I don't get this kind of shit. Now take your hand off me!
I can't let you go, Kay.
And how the hell are you going to stop me?
I start thinking about this ginger guy I met at a festival last summer. It was a month after Boo died. I'd taken a pill and flown off into the woods. I was desperate to get away from Harry. He had started to hug me relentlessly. There was a rave in the wood. I was panicking and touching my face a lot, and suddenly Ginger Guy was there. He told me to follow him, that he'd take me back to my tent. We were walking for ages. He was holding me by the wrist, and at one point, he picked me up. It was very dark, and he wouldn't put me down. He was holding my legs really tightly, said I was too weak to walk and that I had to trust him. Eventually, we stopped. I felt him lie me down in a tent on my back, and he put a cover over me and a bottle of water by my arm and sat outside until I fell asleep. I thought he could have at least tried to touch me up a bit. I've never quite let it go.
I'm just wondering how many other birds you've been out with behind my back while you're supposed to have been going out with me.
No.
I don't believe you. Anyway, I've heard otherwise.
Who from?
Somebody who's seen you about.
Well, there was only a couple of little tarts. I mean, I don't go looking for a darling, but if it happens to come my way, I can't very well help myself, can I?
How many girls did you say you've been out with?
I told you, a couple.
How many's a couple?
Well, I don't know, 5 or 6.
What were their names?
Gloria, Joyce, I don't know. I wasn't bothered about their names. Here, what's all this interrogation in Adolf? Look, for all I know, you could have been running about with all sorts of greasy foreigners out in Fatima.
Oh, yeah, fat chance of that with the nuns breathing down our next day and night.
Well, that's what you tell me.
I did not go out with anyone in Fatima or anywhere else, but I bleeding well will in the future.
Oh, would you?
You bet your life I would.
Oh, well, please yourself.
Don't worry, I will.
Do you, and it's just a thought, and you can laugh if you want to. All right, but how about we... Well, do you? Do you fancy getting engaged?
What?
You heard?
Are you in love with me?
Eh?
Yes or no?
I'm in love. I'm all shook up.
Why do you want to marry me,
Well, it'd be a bit of a laugh, wouldn't it?
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, I just happen to think you're one of the best birds I've seen knocking about Wilston for a long time.
I wouldn't mind getting engaged to you.
Oh. Well, I didn't think you'd want to somehow.
Don't you want me to,
Of course I do, darling. I wouldn't have asked you, would I?
Well, I've said I would.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's all right then, ain't it?
There's something that pulls me here. I can't explain it, but it feels... I'm starting to dream in German. I used to hear people say that they'd start dreaming in a language and how when that happened, it meant it'd finally become part of you, and I suppose that's happening to me. Well, I am half German, aren't I? Maybe I have to go back to go forward, and maybe I should just stop doing what I planned, what anyone planned. It's not forever. It's not. It's just for another year or so. I don't know, but really, I can't live in a shoebox. And really, aside from you and Grandma, what is keeping me in Stockport? I've got friends here too now, and Skype, so yeah, I think this is my home. For a while, at least.
Mother is a coward. Mother is a drunk. Mother sleeps with Howard when she gets in a funk. Howard's kind of creepy. Howard's kind of crude. Howard's really fat and walks around in the nude. Dad ran off with Julie. Mother hates his guts. He's okay, but truly my whole family is nuts. Mother doesn't like me. I don't even try, which is why